Good morning, everyone. And you are tuned in to Travel Talk with Lo. I do apologize. We had a little bit of technical difficulties for the first 3 minutes of the show, but it's okay because we're going to catch it up. All right. I want to say first, happy Father's Day to all of you fathers, all of you dads who are out here taking care of kids, be it your biological child, your stepchild, your foster child, your adopted child, somebody else's child, your nephew, your niece. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being that male role model that we all need in our lives. Thank you for loving the kids and guiding them. All of you male teachers who are out there, guess what? You're a dad too, because you got the responsibility of guiding and teaching hundreds of kids a year. Every year, you got hundreds of kids that you're tapping into and you're leaving an impression to. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart and on the part of all women and children out here, and even the fathers who aren't able to be fathers to their kids, the men that step up and take on that role. I want to give a special shout out to my dad, Mr. Samuel Lee Thomas, because he's not my biological father. You know, I was very close to my biological father as well, but he's always been there, you know, ever since him and my mother were together. He's always been there for me as if I was his own child. I've always been included in being one of his children. And I thank him from the bottom of my heart because he didn't have to do that. You know, it wasn't like my dad wasn't around, but the point was he was the dad in the house. So he's always looked out for me and he's always taken care of me. And when my dad passed, the sweetest thing and the most honorable thing that he did, he came to me and said, basically, your father's gone now. So it's my job to step up and be that too. And it forever touches my heart. And I want to say, Dad, thank you so much. And I love you so much. And I can't wait to see you next week when I get to New York. So we got a lot going on today. Excuse me. If anybody is in the Atlanta area looking for something to do, all kinds of things going on. You got the Caribbean Festival down here in Henry County, down in the McDonough area. You can Google that, check that out. We got the, events downtown Atlanta. We got all kinds of stuff going on. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is recap, because I want you guys to really get a chance to hear the interviews that I've done in the past that have brought you great information and encouragement and insight. And I also want to make sure that all of you who may have missed the interviews in the previous shows are able to, catch up, take a listen, get the information written down, whatever you want to do. And I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me and my show and shared it and downloaded it and listened live. I mean, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay. So we're going to take some time out, listen to some music and get this show going. You have a great day because we're going to do this together. Start it out. Get your cup of coffee and let's sip and listen.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove me wrong. Go put up a fight. The way I do will knock you down. You know there's emotion between us. Don't go cry about it. Don't go cry about it. You want me to take you in my trust. I'm wearing you out. Keep on keeping on every night. Way up in the clouds. The way I do will knock you down. You know there's emotion between us. Don't go cry about it. Don't go cry about it. You want me to take you in my trust. Oh no, you know that ain't the way. Oh no, there's nothing new in this game. You got to give
Okay, we are here with the beautiful Nina Styles. She is the woman to talk to if you are in business, want to get into business, or just want to know how the financial side of business works. She is the guru. She knows it all. And I had the great pleasure of sitting in one of her training classes, and I promise you the information that she has is insane. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Miss Styles. How are you today, Nina?
Hi, Miss Lou. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great. And thank you so much for coming on the show. Because Travel Talk with Lo is more than just talking about travel. It's about businesses and how to, run your business efficiently and supporting small business owners. And you being, I can't even call you a small business owner because you do giant things. So tell us all about what you do.
I try. I try without getting gray hairs on my head. Yeah.
I think we all do.
I truly, well, just to give you a little brief background on me, I'm a former contractor of New York City. I used to build homes for a living, and I was always in construction and real estate. And I was just finding that years ago that there was always a problem with scaling, even though I was making awesome money. But I had a hell of a lot of responsibilities, and everything was coming out of one pot. And I realized that I was like, okay, there's something missing. But for years, nobody would tell me nothing. Like, I knew a lot of developers, a lot of people, a lot of politicians. I knew everybody, and no one was telling me how to establish business funding or business credit under my business without me using my Social Security number. Nobody's ever told me that. And I had to learn, I would say almost $1 million later, the detriment of not knowing. It's really dangerous of not knowing this when there's so many people losing their jobs and they have no choice but to become entrepreneurs. But in that event, you still need to know what you need to know because everything is digital and things is moving very fast. And we're coming into a cashless system. So it's really, really important to kind of get away from the old mom and pop way of doing things and actually just put yourself in a position where you can play Reginald Lewis. I don't know if you guys remember Reginald Lewis. He used to be the former executive of TLC, Beatrice Foods, our first black billionaire on Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.